Mattarella, a 75-year-old Sicilian and vet political figure, is named as a man of few speech. But such he tells Saturday overnight include sparked a constitution meltdown and Narodnik indignation. He discarded a key assignment in the office of Main Secretary-designate Giuseppe Conte, how of Eurosceptic Paolo Savona as financial secretary. And he was rough on the cause. This ambiguity above our stance in the Euro worried Italian and overseas investors, Mattarella told. The growing cost of Italian obligation would burn up via saving and wound companies. Affiliation of the Euro is a basic selection for the next of our nation and our youthful human beings, the CEO added. The man who one day outlined his job as how of a policy judge was waving the red map, and Italy introduced its 84th day out of a by the government. But the Narodnik association of the five celebrity motion and the League how had selected him and was on the peak of force has reacted violently. Narodnik party's indignant. Its indignation is all the more since Mattarella's policy are leftward of center. Luigi Di Maio, lead of five celebrity and seldom brief of a colorful sentence, told, in The Nation, you can be a convicted penal, condemned of tax scam, by inquiry for corrupt practices and yet be a secretary. But if you criticize Europe, you can't be economics secretary. He though offered Mattarella could be impeached, but League lead Matteo Salvini, who one day derided Mattarella as a catacommunista, communistic Roman Catholic, has for now played downward how stock option. Mattarella's judgment to unit the assignment of Savona gave the finance markets a short breathing space, in the give on the Italian 10-year ties weakening and Milan's stockpile exchanging growing in previous trade. But in the much longer period, investors will back to subjects how include length persecuted them, Italy's large obligation, 2.1 billion euros, and growing, unrigid labor marketplace and unsuccessful policy framework. Advantage the perspective of five celebrity and the League growing their voice and performing an heterodox conjunction of tax intermittent and high well-being conducting. The doyens of the Europe Association are as well respiratory a yearn of ease following Mattarella's intervene. Foreign Sphere Commissar Federica Mogherini, herself a ex-term of the Italian Parliament, told she had complete confidence in Italian institutions, start in the Italian CEO who is the underwriter of the Italian Basic Law. Their concern is comprehensible. Savona had talked on Italy outgoing the Eurozone, although he has moderated his view newly, and League lead Salvini had complained, Italy is not a settlement, we are not slaves of the Germans, the France, the ties, distribution or financial. Which following? Salvini has already grown the stakes, precautionary some prudent parties such as Silvio Berlusconi's Forza Italia versus support Mattarella. If Berlusconi votes Mattarella, farewell association, Salvini said Italian Wireless on Monday. Several in Europe's lobby of force though see to Berlusconi as a secure couple of hands in the midst of the meltdown. Berlusconi, who is now 81 and yet spoiled by countless corrupt practices concoction, could come as kingmaker in a by the government consisting mild parties, but they would include to execute significantly superior rather than they did in March. Eurocrats in Brussels, or no question Deutsche Chancellor Angela Merkel and France CEO Emmanuel Macron, will be hoping how the League and five celebrities' capricious entente waterfall separately, but the party's supporters may in fact be galvanized by Mattarella's act of impedance while Italians go the polls once again. That could be in September if no by the government is shaped. The CEO will not be angered by the salute he has set away. Down there are few stronger learning perspectives rather than the policy of Sicily, wherever Mattarella cut his policy gearing. In reality, his older sibling Piersanti was shooting by the mob in 1980, and dead in his sibling's weapon.